Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hair my face. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you? Michelle House from Rich Living, and here we are for very quiet start to High Vibes at 5:55. Yes, I'm just a bit tentative with the having the music and turning it down in the background. Just a bit tentative with Facebook at the moment. They're playing games because you may have noticed yesterday our live didn't get recorded. Not sure why. Didn't get a message from either Be Live TV or Facebook. So I don't know. It's some way in the ether web trying to find its way. Good morning. Trying to find its way back to me. I hope, because bloody hell, yesterday, isn't it always the way? Yesterday was such a great 5:55. Everybody was pumped and we were all high and we were ready to go and start the day. And then the bloody thing didn't record. But what it's done for me, it's made me realize that at the moment with these lives, well, and there's no other way to do it because it's live, right? But I've got all my eggs in this Facebook live for the 5:55. So I'm going to have to think up a bit of a different strategy. So the other thing I want to remind you is Facebook is a separate thing to my email list. So don't get confused about that. If there's something happens and I can't communicate with you through Facebook, I can always communicate through my email list. So just make sure that we are connected with email. It sounds really quiet. It's like, oh, it's kind of spooky. I didn't have my music on today. So let me just say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Emma. Hi. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning, beautiful Susan. How are you, darling? Good morning, Catherine. Hey there, Beck. Hey, Melinda. Nice to see you. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Georgina. Hey, Melissa. And, oh, hey, Michelle. I thought you weren't here tonight. Yeah, that's right, because today's today and tonight's tonight for you. Yes, here I am. So with all of my kind of this morning and yesterday, the Facebook Live not going live, I did a practice this morning to make sure it was working. Everything's working. So if you are here live, you're obviously all seeing me. But if you're watching the replay and I'm not here, you're not watching the replay. I don't know. I don't even know what I want to say there. But I'm kind of going, okay, so what's your topic for this morning? I'm going, what is my topic for this morning? I've got a topic, don't you worry. But in the meantime, how's your week been? I want to know because I'm seeing lots of people saying, oh, I'm not sleeping. People waking up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, can't get back to sleep. Hands up. That might be me. Not sleeping. Other people sleeping for 9 hours. What's going on for everybody at the moment? Can you just let me know? I'm just going to share this stream around. But yeah, let me know in the comments. How are you feeling? Are you high vibing or are you low vibing? What's going on in your world? Feeling up or down? Sleeping, not sleeping? How's it going? What's happening? Positive, negative? Feeling like forgiving people or not forgiving people? What's going on for you right now? And I have just seen something on my live. It's all right. It's all good. Just want to check. Anyway, interrupted sleep. Yes, not sleeping. Bit heavy this week. Yeah, have it had the lurgy, but generally feeling positive. Bit heavy this week. Interesting times. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening energetically at the moment, out in the cosmos, out with the, out in the shebang world. High vibing, but not sleeping, crazy dreams. If you have not subscribed to Elizabeth Peru's tip-off report, 2 weeks ago when she was talking about coming into the pre-eclipse season, which we've just done the first week of, really intense and vivid dreams and weird, crazy dreams. I was talking with somebody this morning on Facebook at 3 o'clock about a really weird kind of dream they were having. Emotional dump, very crazy dreams. Yeah, sleeping okay, feeling good, lots to look forward to. Awesome, Catherine. I'm forgetting to pop up everybody's comments. Here we go. This week has been a big week of purging for me. I'm flat and not able to get into anything. Yeah, wow. Awesome. So I guess I think it's always important. Sometimes when we're really high and really positive, we think that we're the only ones doing it. There's something about our energy and we're going, well, come on, everybody, come on, high vibe with me. But then also when we're low, we think that we're the only ones that are feeling low. And I guess I just wanted to get everybody to make some comments in here to, we're all on the same page. I'm sleeping but a little heavy. Emotions. Well, that's understandable, Robin. You've had a bit of a big week going on for you, lovey. Catherine had a fabulously productive Monday and the rest of the week a bit blah, sort of short-staffed at work, hence tired at the end of the day. Yep. Okay, all right. So welcome to High Vibes. This is a great place to start to get yourself elevated for the day. And even if you just get yourself elevated for the morning, that is a great thing to start with. Now, the best way to do that, which I've said to you guys all the time, is pump up some music. It doesn't even have to be jumpy, dancey music. It doesn't have to be that. If you might like a little bit of Enya, put some Enya on. Jump on the Spotify and Spotify list. Browse. You can browse by mood. So if you're feeling like in a party, choose party music. If you're feeling a bit chill, choose chill music. Get the music going because our brains really connect to that and our being connects to that and it helps us ground. And the other beautiful tip, which, amazing, Susan, you're always on when I'm talking about this tip. Those of you that are in money school, this is Susan. Hi. I'm going to call you up. Where did you go? Let me find you. There you are. This is beautiful, Susan. Those of you that are in money school are going to get to meet Susan while we have a bit of a chat about her upcoming book. But one of the things that I learned from Susan was grounding myself with the ground. So not lying in bed going, I'm grounded, not sitting on the sofa going, I'm grounded, actually going out onto the ground, onto the soil, into the earth, bare feet, and connecting. Now, I can't remember if it was Susan that taught me this one or I've read it somewhere. I can't recall, Susan. But you connect to divine intelligence, you connect to the universe and know that you are all one and that you are all connected, and connect down through your feet and imagine that your feet have some people like to say have a tree branch loosely wrapped around your ankles that's securing you and holding you and grounding you, and that root comes all the way down into the center of the earth to give you that feeling and that sense of connection. So that's a beautiful way. Going for a walk around the block is sometimes all you've got to do to get yourself in a good mind space. I learned that one from Tony Robbins, I think it was. When you go for your walk, looking at the horizon. So don't kind of look at the grass and then look at trees and then look at that and look at that. Actually focus on the horizon and it creates this amazing space inside your brain. I've just got a moth flying around. Creates this amazing sense of calm. And when you're in that beautiful peaceful state of calm and groundedness, that's where possibility lies, right? So anyway, that's keep the high vibe state going. Positive things on YouTube. Heaps of things on YouTube. You can go and listen to Esther Hicks and Abraham Hicks doing some motivational and inspiring conversations on YouTube. There's also there's lots of free learning opportunities that you can go and have a look in there, or some meditations or something it is to kind of get you grounded and then bring you into that beautiful space of high vibration, bring you back to love. Yeah. Okay. Also today, what I want to talk to you about. Okay, Emma's off. See you, Emma. Elise is great. Elise is great. She's on leave from work. Woohoo! And Melissa having 4:15 a.m. wake ups and weird dreams. There's a great app I have on my phone called, ta-da, let me have a look. There it is. It's called Dream. Oh, can you see that? It's called Dream Moods. So you type in up here what your dream is, one word, and then you can go through and you can look it up. So spot on that book. It's amazing. That's a whole other conversation, actually, I would like to have about dreams one day. Anyway, so what I did want to talk to you about today, yeah, we are coming around to a topic. We are, is financial freedom. I have a feeling that people are kind of in the space of wanting financial freedom and wanting to have peace when it comes to money. When it comes to money, they want to have peace. When it comes to money, they want to have peace and they want to have freedom and they want to have choice. But they actually don't know what that looks like, and they don't know how to put that into a vision. It's actually something that keeps people stopped. They go, yeah, I'd like some financial freedom. And I go, okay, what does that look like for you? And they go, let me think about that. What does that look like? And yeah, it looks like money in the bank. yeah, it looks like a new car. It looks like being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. But it also is it's security. It's a feeling of safety. It's a feeling of which all comes back to peace. And I wanted to share with you a story for me about here I am storytelling. I wanted to share a story with you about a time in my life where I was so grateful that I had financial freedom and financial peace. So in 2006, oh my goodness, that is a long time ago now. It's 11 years ago. So in 2006, oh, oh, sorry, just checking the date. Because it's around the similar time in 2006. Wow. My mum, who was 59 at the time, decided that she was going to go on a trip of a lifetime. And she had actually spent the previous year going to college and learning how to teach English to Chinese university students. And her dream was to go over to China and to do that. Wasn't my dad's dream. Dad couldn't think of anything worse than going to China. So he went, yep, gave her a kiss on the cheek and said, have a good time, see you when you get back. I might come and visit you, but yeah, we'll see you when you get back. And, you know, we were kind of like, really? You really want to go to China? You really want to do that? We've just had our babies. We've got brand new babies. Do you want to be here with these beautiful babies and look after our babies? Yeah, no, I want to go to China. I want to go to China. So off she toddles on the 15th of February. Isn't that funny? I'm talking about this today. On the 15th of February, off she toddles to China. Massive adventure for my mum. I don't think she's probably had been overseas to New Zealand or something like that before, but not, you know, a massive trip where she was actually going to go for 9 months. So, we talked. I don't think we had Skype back then. I think we were talking over the phone. I think we were having phone calls. And, as she got settled in, and we'd see emails every now and then. That's right. We would see emails every now and then about, these crazy adventures that she was going on with these other two younger American teachers, younger girls. Anyway, she was having a wonderful time. She'd taken all of these things to go over to the students. We, bought koala bear clip-on things, but she had beautiful beautiful English songs that she was going to teach them how to sing. One of them was It's a Beautiful World. And that gets me emotional straight away. That song's funny. So at that time in my life, I had two children. I had a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. We had just bought a house that we were renovating. Katie actually wasn't one until May. So Katie was only 10 months old. We just bought a house we were renovating. Jonathan was working probably 60 hours in his business while we were putting staff on in Property Blitz. It was crazy chaotic, but it was fun. We were financially abundant. We had great cash flow. We had good savings. And we were in a really good financial place. We were, we had the emergency fund that by that stage I'd gone through 3 times, but we've had this emergency fund. So that, to me, that is having 6 months worth of expenses saved up if something goes wrong. And what happened, the rest of that story is what happened is, while Mum was over there, she actually got in the May, so at the end of the May, she was only there for a couple of months, she had a brain aneurysm and died very, very suddenly. So we had this beautiful build-up of her going to live the life of her dreams, and then this absolute shocking, I don't want to say tragedy, because it wasn't a tragedy, it was just shocking. It was shocking and unexpected. And, we had to be on a plane within 24 hours. Do you know how hard it is to organise a visa for China? 3 flights, 3 passports. None of us had our passports, bloody hell, because we were all just having babies. None of us had passports. Dad couldn't do anything because he just couldn't think about what needed to be done. So we had this massive outlay of expense. And, when you've got to get a visa within 24 hours, it's not the normal $135 or whatever it is. It's like $1,035. When you've got to buy a plane ticket within 24 hours notice, it's not $2,000 to fly to China. It's suddenly $8,000 to fly to China. It's having people come into the house while I'm not here, like a cleaner, and helping Jonathan, and paying for his mum to get down here and all that kind of stuff. All this financial activity needed to happen in order for me to go to repatriate my mum. So I guess financial freedom, not I guess, because I know financial freedom for me was not thinking about how I was going to do that financially. Passport, whatever the passport costs, I don't know. I'll go with air tickets because I remember they were expensive. The flight's $8,000, pay. The passport's $1,000, pay. The visas, if I did not have that peace of mind account, which I now call it, by the way, it's no longer an emergency fund. But if I had not had that peace of mind account, every single decision I made about the emotional process of my mother dying would have been around money. I don't want that. I don't want that for anybody. I don't want anybody to be making decisions in their lives like that. I can't go to China. I need to go and get my mum and repatriate her, but I can't afford to go. I don't want people to be in the space when money is ruling their life. It's not fair. And and I'll say it, I know I've said it every day this week, this is what Money School's about. It's not about the money. It's about getting yourself to a place where that just flows anyway. But everything else you get to go through and everything else you get to process and you get to live your life more than money. I don't want people, there was a time in my life where I was getting up every morning and all I thought about was freaking money. It's not how you're supposed to be living your life. So financial freedom for me is not having to think about money, not having to think about it, not having to worry about it, not having to stress about it. That's financial freedom for me. Being able to have it and do what I want to do when I want to do it. Do what I need to do when I need to do it. So financial freedom is that. Doesn't that feel free? Doesn't that feel peaceful? I know. It's so good to be able to go, righto, that's happened. Okay, that's happened. I've got the other story. I've got a couple extra minutes today. The other story of my dad passing away last year. July, diagnosed with cancer, terminal. I can't think of the word that they call it. I don't know. It's escaped me. When they, not terminal, you're not going to live, whatever that word is. You're going to die, but they say it in a medical term. Sorry. So he diagnosed in the July and he was gone by September. But we had the freedom to be with him that whole time. We didn't have children. I was homeschooling my children, so my children had the freedom. We have the freedom to homeschool our children and bring experts to us to teach them and send them to experts and to adventures in the bloody homeschool exploding world right now. We have the freedom to do that and not think about it. Somebody said to me, so with the process with Dad, he went to palliative really quickly. So the last 10 days, I can't even remember, maybe it was 7, but however many days it was none of us thinking about money. None of us were thinking about, I better go to work today, better earn some money. I haven't got any coaching clients this week. What are you going to do? What bills are we going to pay? I haven't paid any bills. None of that. It was present for Dad. How do you want this experience, Dad? What can we do for you? Then turning to my sister and going, how do you want this experience for you? Asking myself, how do I want this dying experience to be for me? Okay, let's do that. And it was I need to write a book on that week because it was the most beautiful thing that I've ever been a part of. So not having a diagnosis for my dad and sitting there in the hospital and my first thought being, oh, fuck, how are we going to look after Dad? That's going to take us, if he's only going to live for 3 months, that means I'm going to have 3 months with no income. And, oh, God, how's that going to affect this? And how's that going to affect that? Those thoughts don't cross my mind. They don't cross my mind. I have the freedom to be able to go, this person needs me right now. And I'm fully present there for them. I'm fully present there for myself. That is what Money School does. It's not about the money. You've read the sales pages. I know you have. It's about living a rich life. That is a rich life to me. Not thinking about finances. Thank you, baby. Coffee. Not thinking about, and I'm not, when I say not thinking about finances, I'm not saying don't think about it and don't pay your bills. Of course, you've got to be responsible. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the freedom. The freedom. I really need to get that across to you. It's the freedom and it's the peace. So there you go. Okay, so yeah, choice. I'm just having a quick look at the comments. The sleeping comments. Oh. Let me go. Somebody's big week, Elise, big week of realizations. I have 10 days to make things happen. You're talking about money school. I know. It was 14 days, now it's 10. That's the funny thing with time. It runs out. Oh, and I know we had another sign up last night, and I can't see you on here this morning, so I will just keep that to myself for now. Let me just go. Beck, I can see a big one from Beck. Thank you for sharing such personal stories with us. Your vulnerability is beautiful and inspiring. Thank you, Beck. You've spoken straight to my heart as my parents live in Macau, South China. Oh, wow. This is a background thought for me as they are getting older. Yeah, wow. God, my goosebumps are on fire today. Catherine saying incurable. What are you saying that about? Oh, choice and then incurable. Yeah, my medical terminology. Yeah. Yes, incurable is the word. Robin, that's why I'm doing money school, the feeling of peace and freedom. Sonia, bingo. That is what I want and how financial freedom looks for me. Thank you. My inspiration, Susan. Big morning for you emotionally. Hugs and thanks for sharing. And you know what? Yeah, emotionally. And Mum has been dead now for 11 years. Is that right? 11 years. Dad, nearly 2. But the other thing that it did for me is when Dad died, probably not so much Mum, because I did a lot of growing in the time between the time Mum passed away and the time Dad passed away. Even though it was very short, I still did a lot of personal growth and evolving. But when Dad died, it was we were so immersed in the dying process, and we were so present to the process that, of course, it was sad. Oh my God, it was terribly sad. And, you know, watching the kids go through the process. But at the same time, it was so beautiful. It was so loving. It was so incredible that when I think about it, I don't think about it from a place of sadness. I don't think about it from a place of, fuck you, cancer. I don't think about it from that place. I think about it from, and I'm saying that because I know a lot of people do, I think about it from the place of how privileged am I as a human being to be able to share that? But also, how fucking good am I? I'm going to honour myself right now that I do the work and that I get myself to that place where I can experience something like that that's quite scary and frightening for a lot of people, but I can experience it with ease and grace. Yeah. Michelle, the universe came up trumps for me when my dad died. No funeral plan in place. Didn't know how we could pay for the funeral other than credit card. Then about 2 days later, a PPI claim, and we had enough come through. Talk about timing. Yeah, talk about timing. That's awesome. You know, if I think back to people that don't even get that that bonus, if you like. That sounds terrible after somebody who's died, but you know what I mean. People who don't get that bonus and have to put a funeral on a credit card. Can you imagine every month being reminded over and over how you paid for a funeral? And your energy is all around if you were incredibly sad or if it was a tragic loss. Imagine if that was the stuff with my mum. Fuck, remember that time Mum went to China? You know, and $8,000 for a flight, that's not getting paid off in a month. $8,000 credit card balance usually takes quite a couple of years, maybe even 10 years. Can you imagine me still now today getting my credit card statement and going, whew, last payment to make on that flight that I paid for Mum? You know, it's crazy. So we need to get our money shit sorted so that we can live, so that we can have a rich life, so that we can have a rich life. You're welcome, Claire. Thank you. Elise, there's no coincidences, but that is how many days I have of big decisions with my life and my health. No day would be wasted. Beautiful. No, it was a bonus. It was a huge relief. And yeah, a huge relief when the money comes through. So what my intention for everybody here every morning on a 5:55, everybody in the Rich Living Room, everybody that comes to Money School, you'll all get different pieces at different times. Obviously, Money School is a way to immerse yourself in the learning of it. But my intention is for you to have a rich life. Money in the bank, yes. Emotional bank build up, how to deal with it, how to process stuff, how to be okay with stuff, yes. How to live your life with purpose, with some direction, with some guidance. How to be connected. That's all happening over there. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Huge hugs to you too. Huge hugs to you. So there we go. There's today's 5:55. Let's see if this gets recorded. If it's not being recorded, the universe is telling me something, I think. Oh, and I forgot to share. I was going to share this first thing this morning. I came down to the office. Sophie's, my eldest daughter, her room's next door. And look at this. Isn't she just beautiful? Rock your 5:55. Good luck. All right, guys. Oh, is it Friday? Is it Friday? It's Friday. I won't see you tomorrow. I won't see you tomorrow, but I will see you Monday. So high vibes. High vibes. Have a wonderful weekend. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Have a great weekend. Any questions or anything you want me to talk to you further about, jump on over to the living room. Robin, if you wouldn't mind sharing the Money School link in here, that would be fabulous. And those of you that are already joining me on Money School, not long now. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Bye. Okay, and I'm going to end it twice. I'm doing it really carefully to make sure it gets recorded. So if I'm making funny faces, then